Yeah, hello guys, welcome to agroliana.com, a platform dedicated to training, entrenching, and teaching young minds, people who are willing and able and ready to go into farming and every related activities with farming, either crop cultivation, animal husbandry, and every other area of agriculture, bringing an up to date and step by step guide on how to go about every of your farming endeavors. Before we go on, kindly share, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. You see the subscribe button, kindly subscribe to our channel to keep getting first-hand information. As we drop the information, you'll be the first person to get uh, notified. Thank you. So today we'll be talking about 12 lucrative farming business to start with 20,000 and make 100,000 or more uh, in space of a month to 3 months. You see, uh, there are a lot of farming activities going on in Africa today, especially Nigeria, that the youth, the unemployed, the skilled and unskilled labor are still undermining these areas. And these areas are cogent, they are in need of more ends, and they are thriving businesses that when you can venture into them, you start making as much as possible. Depends on the capital you invest into them. Interesting thing about this uh, businesses we will be talking about is they are less capital consuming. They require less capital. You don't have to buy, get capital, huge capital, get loan or every of these to start. You just need a token to start these farming businesses. Is that not interesting? You see, so many people complain today that they could not go into businesses or venture into activities just because of lack of fund or capital. But here today, we have made our research and it is what we have practicalized and we have seen results and we have entrenched people too on these areas and they are making a huge turnover currently. And that's why I deem it fit to share with you on how you can go about these businesses. I said they are they are less capital intensive. I said you don't need much farm area to get started. You don't need to acquire big land. It's what you can start at the back of your house or somewhere not useful in your area, your neighborhood. You can make use of these places, without having need to buy a huge expanse of land or rent a huge farmland or acquire properties that you may not be able to. Farming activity today require a lot of farming land. Probably you want to go into commercial farming. You have to get a large hectares of land or acres of land to get started. But these farming activities we will showing to you or will be giving to you, they are less capital intensive, they require less farming area, and also it requires little or no experience. Is what you can just get your hands on and you can practicalize yourself, or you can ask questions. We are here for you to guide you, to put you through, just the way we have the YouTube channel. We also have our website platform, that's agroliana.com. This is where you can learn virtually everything about farming, from animal husbandry to crop cultivation, everything. Just go there. Anywhere in Africa, just pop your country, how to do so in Nigeria, how to do so in Ghana, how to do so in Kenya. Just pop it there. You have detailed information about every skill I will be mentioning here. Also, it is not labor intensive. You don't need to hire labor from somewhere. You don't need to, get workers on farmland, which sometimes may be capital intensive. It is what you can manage, even do other businesses with. They are kind of passive business that people are yet to uh, acculturate into one of these passive way of making business. You don't need any farming tool. You just need handmade stuff that we'll be talking about, and interesting things. They are all year round business. It's not like farming activity. There are some crops you have to plant in some uh, time of the year. There are some crops you have to plant another time of the year. But these ones will be given unto you, they are all year round. It's what you can do all year round. And bonus tip here is that there are businesses that within 3, 4 months, 5 months, you start making your money. Is that interesting? So, first thing first, it is for those that are ready to put their mind. It's not put your money and go. It's what you have to tend and spare at least 30 minutes in a day to check your farm, or you should check your business, yes, to see if they are doing well or not. So they are in two categories. I'll be talking about the crop aspect, and I'll be talking about the animal aspect. So I will start with the animal aspect first, which is one of the less encroached area. People are not encroaching into this aspect. Yes, first is snail business. Snail business. You see, today when you go to hospitals and when you go into many pharmaceutical companies, there are large needs of snails, snail derivatives, and in fact it is recommended food for most people to eat. Is one of the meat that has high nutrition that you can consume without any form of cholesterol or this and that may affect your health. Instead, it aids boost your immune system and help the body system. So as such, there's high demand for snail meat all around the country, all around the world, and people farming snail are less than what is being outputted. So going into snail business is one of the lucrative business you can venture into as a graduate who is unemployed, as an employed fellow who is looking for a side business that won't take much of your time, as someone who needs a business that can fetch them a good turnover within short time. So going to snail business is one of the lucrative business you can start, and with just 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, you are good to go. What do you need? You buy small snails, the small ash snails you can get. For if you need one, drop comments in the comment section, drop your location. We will link you with a seller and how you can go about it. The prices of snail to rear varies according to location. So it depends on your location. When you drop your location, we're going to share with you an available seller. If you are a seller, you can actually drop your comment here, the comment section. We verify, then we can recommend you to others who are in need of this. So all you need is a snail to start with, say 200, 100 for a start. In fact, 200 for a start is huge. For so many people, is huge. So depends on your finances. You start with what you have, and it's not something that is I mark that this is particular amount you must have. No, this is what you can start at the backyard there. You just need an area to start it. If you need a guide on how to start snail business, I'll be dropping the link also in the description of this video. And if perhaps I forgot to drop, then ask me or check on agrolena.com. You find information on that. Secondly is bee farming. You see, so many people love honey today, and the numbers of bee farmers compared to the demand is way low. So going to bee farming just require bee hives and just your garments to go and other little equipment that cost less than 20-30,000, and you are good to go. All you just have to find is a crowded bush area or somewhere. We'll be talking about that extensively in the guide we'll be sending. So you just have to prepare the bee if drop there, go your way, come back some weeks, then you start getting you start harvesting honey. It's as simple as that. So it is not capital intensive, it's just mind intensive. What do I mean by mind? What you put your mind into, that have a business somewhere, let me check today, or let me check in 2 weeks time, let me check in, it's just mind intensive. It's not something you can just do and go away just like that. Every of the businesses we mentioned here, they are mind intensive. So beef farming is another lucrative business you can actually venture into in Nigeria and in Africa to start making a huge money, and it is less intensive. Three, as I've talked about snail farming, I've talked about bee farming, and another one is cricket farming. Cricket farming. See, this is another insect that is underestimated in the shore of Nigeria, and a lot of demand, even in local markets. They are good proteinous food for human consumption, and they have a lot of nutrients they give to the body. So, as someone looking for business to start in farming area that does not require time, does not require space, then go into cricket farming. This is another area that is booming and thriving currently in Nigeria and Africa at large. The fourth one is goat farming. As we all know, we eat goat meat, we have goat all around, but there are less people that are rearing them. So what do you need? You just need to get a doe and a male goat. Probably you get two female, then one male. You are good to go. You can start at the back of your house. You get them food. You go your way. Clean the house in the morning. You go your way. In few months time, you have a lot of kids around, and start selling them and start making your money. So if you notice the arrangement, I start from snail, I went to bee, I went to cricket, I went to goat. You see, in that degree, that's how the capital they will need. Snail less, bee kind of, cricket less. Now goat, you need just small money, more than those bee and snail we have mentioned earlier. So goat farming is another lucrative business you can go into, that you can do another work with and make that a side work for you, and you start making a huge money as a working class or unemployed fellow. The fifth one is poultry business. Poultry business, you see, poultry, we have a lot of thing that encompasses that. We have egg farming, we have broiler, we have layers, a lot of bird ostrich farming, a lot of things encapsulated in that. But you can choose the area you want in poultry. You may decide to start raising broiler for 2-3 weeks, then you dispose, you'll be making your cool cash. You can decide to start raising layers and to a pullet point, then start disposing, or you start raising them to start laying eggs and you start selling the eggs. See, you can make a huge money from doing this, and all these things can be done at the corner of your house somewhere very small. You may not need a large area for now, and as the business expanded, you may expand as you desire. Also, we have rabbit farming. Rabbit farming. You see, we don't have a lot of rabbit farmers in Nigeria. That is a secret. We don't have a lot of rabbit farmers. And interesting thing is, rabbit has a lot of uses. The urine, you can make a research about the urine of rabbit, how much it's being sold for. Imagine raising rabbits, you are selling the urine, selling the animal. We have a lot of people that are in demand for rabbit today, based on the fact that the meat are sweet, proteinous, and less they have less cholesterol in the meat. It is a recommended meat for age people and people who want to balance their body system. So rabbit farming is another interesting and lucrative business you can actually venture into as an intending farmer or farmer that is you are looking for area that you can venture into as well. Fish farming, you can rear tilapia, you can rear catfish and all of that. These are businesses that you don't need to start huge. You can start in a very small format, then expand later. They do not require much, as we have earlier said. So that's that about animal aspect of lucrative business you can start that has less strenuous, less capital intensive, and will not take much of your time. Just an hour, 2 hour a day is enough. Then you are good to go till next day or next time you will be going to that farm. So let's go to the crop aspects. Just like we know, crop is not a quick rich syndrome mechanism for anyone looking for money. Nonetheless, there are some crops you can plant, and within couples of months, I mean less than 3-4 months, you start harvesting and start making your quick catch. Example is tomato. Tomato is one of the oil business now in farming all over Nigeria today. Imagine there are a lot of people that consume food, and a lot of food make use of soup, and they make use of tomato in their cooking. You see, thousands of us cannot live without it. So the more you produce, the more we have people that order for it, the more we have people procreating. You see, so going to tomato farming is another lucrative business you can venture into as a young graduate or someone that needs a business to start with. Another one is pepper. Just like tomato, they are in high demand. They go hands in hand. So you can go into pepper farming, tomato farming. All of these are less than 3 months. If you invest 20,000 into tomato farming at your backyard, be rest assured in the next 3-4 months should be able to make not less than 80,000-100,000 after deducting your capital. Yes, I'm giving you first-hand information. If you know how to go about that, drop. If you need to know how to go about that, drop your information in the comment section. Let us know where an area we can help you. Anywhere in Nigeria, we are always on board to help young people. We are always mobile. We are always there. We call away. We guide you through what you needed, the chemical you'll be needing to go about these businesses. Another one is vegetable farming. You can go into greens, spinach, and all of this, especially greens. That's people call it tete arojeja in some area of Nigeria. This vegetable just require 21 days to start growing and start producing. 21 days. Imagine investing less than 5,000 in a farm and you start cashing out in less than 21 days. That's ritual in farming. That's what ritual. So these areas are where you can harness that people are not looking into. People are looking to the big areas, to cash out from farming, whereas you can start from the little areas that are less competitive and you start making your money. People are in need of vegetable daily. The people consume vegetable daily. And imagine investing 10,000 on vegetable farm. You'll be cashing out every 21 days. It's as simple as that. So many people have a friend that does not practice anything than vegetable farming. All they do is vegetable. They don't practice any other thing. It's just vegetable, spinach, ugu, all of this. That's what they do. They don't do tomato, they don't do pepper. There are people that I have that do pepper only. I have people that do tomatoes only. I have people that do greens only. So you can choose any area. You can combine. Depends on your capacity and your financial strength. You can combine with animals we mentioned earlier. So depends on your capacity, your strength, and your resources. That's what we determine how you are starting. I've mentioned vegetable, I've mentioned tomato, I've mentioned pepper. Another one is maize farming. Maize farming. As quick as possible, within 3 months, you are making your money. If you can produce all these crops I've mentioned in dry season, you are a millionaire, potential millionaire. Most of people practice this farming during rainy season alone, but you can put up a system mechanism to practice all this during dry season. You are dancing your way to wealth. You are dancing yourself into liberation from financial hiccups. Today we bless God, so far so good. We've empowered people and they are doing well in the areas we have empowered them. That's why we are coming on board to bring on people more, all across Africa and Nigeria, to give them information as touching how they can start making cool money in farming without stress. Take note, without stress. So cassava and okra. Cassava, you have cassava species that is less than 6-7 months. You start harvesting. Okra in less than a month. You start harvesting your okra. All these are areas you can start making huge money turnover when you start. Imagine you combine with businesses we have together, see what you'll be making in less than 3, 4, 5 months. You are now a potential millionaire. So many people complain of not getting rich, so many people complain of not getting helper. You do not need any helper. This is an helper right before you. The guide you need is there. All you need is an idea and you start working. We have talked about you don't need much capital, you don't need much area, you don't need much tools to start with all of this. You just need little things that you can improvise, and you can get start from there, then liberate to bigger businesses. So with all said and done, those are the 12 lucrative business you can start in farming. Let me know your mind in the comment section. Kindly share this video with people and help us invite people. As you start liking the page, we drop more tips to help you on how to go about your farming adventure. Trust us, AgroLearner is here to stay. AgroLearner is here to bring on board every necessary information you needed to grow in the farming industry. And if there's any question you need to know, let us know. Mind you, for the last time, whatever you want to learn about all the businesses we've mentioned, just go to your browser, pop into agrolearner.com. We have every guide on that, and every of the business. Talk about rabbit business, talk about cassava, talk about snail, talk about maize, talk about beef farm, talk about cricket, talk about goat, grass cutter. Every businesses in farming, we have discussed them in agrolearner.com platform. So you can actually read up on that, and as we go on, we'll be dropping video tips on how to go about that. Thank you. To meet again. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. God bless you.